For our first Microvellum reporting lesson, we're going to look at how to create a report and the report types that are available within Toolbox and Micromanager. We'll then look at creating a report and adding database tables to that report, and then how to actually access the report designer itself. So from the setup menu here, you have setup reports menu option, and you'll see that we have 6 different report types that are available. Now, depending on the report type that you select, that report will be available in various interfaces within the software. For example, if we create a factory report, the reports that we create here will be available under the company management reports section. Whereas if we create a manufacturing report, those are going to be available within the processing center, and the part labels or product labels will be available as part labels or product labels, and they'll be available within Alice or also within the processing center. So the different types that you'll see determine what type of where that report will show up. Now you'll see within Toolbox we have 6 different report types here. Within Micromanager you'll actually have a lot more report types, such as ones to be able to create purchase orders and stuff that's more related to Micromanager software and not Toolbox. So if you need to create reports specific for Micromanager, you want to be sure to check out the types that you have in there. Also check out the user manual for all the different report types and where they'll show up in the interface. So what we'll do to start out when actually we're going to create one is we're going to design a manufacturing report. Most of the reports that you create within Toolbox are going to be manufacturing reports, since we want to report off of data that we have processed. So we'll go ahead and do design manufacturing report, and what we get here is our reporting interface. And this isn't the designer yet, this is just our screen to be able to create or open up a report. And you'll see here at the bottom we have the ability to either create a new report or open up an existing report. So what we'll do is we'll just create a new report, and we'll get our report setup screen that pops up, and this is where we actually start importing the database, or telling the report what database tables we want to begin using for this report. So first we're going to give this a name. So we're going to do we'll do MV report class. Oops. Rename that here, and you'll see here we have database types. So here we can specify if we want to report off the Microvellum factory database or the Microvellum work order database. Be sure to check out the database course, because this will tell you where the different database tables are and what's stored inside of that, the different databases. But here we'll go to our Microvellum factory, and then we will select the projects table, and you're going to want to make sure that you hit save when you select all your tables that you want to bring in for a specific database. And then we'll switch over to our work order, and for our work order database we're just going to go ahead and select, for now we'll just do parts and products, and we'll just leave it at that for now, and we'll go ahead and hit save. You'll notice that we have 2 different options down here. We have is a batch report option and hide in report list. These are options. Is a batch report, if we have a report that is going to be referencing the batches that we create inside of the processing center, then we're going to want to select this. This will display a little batch window that pops up before this report is previewed, and it will allow us to select batches that we have created within the processing center. And the hide in report list, what this will allow us to do is, if we don't want all of our employees to see this report yet, or we just want to clean up the reports that are inside that list but we don't want to delete them, you can check this checkbox, and this will hide it from the interface when you go in to print a report within the processing center, or wherever this report will be displayed. So it's just a way that you can hide it and then just work with it until it's ready. For now, since we're just going through the beginning, we'll just leave these options unchecked, and then we'll hit OK. So now we've created the report. So now we need to open up that report. So we'll go here, and you'll see that we get the list of reports here, and so we'll select our report that we want to begin editing, and we'll hit the OK button. Now, since we're using a Microvellum work order and we selected tables from that, we need to tell the report designer what work order that we want to use, just as a basis to pull information from. So we'll just select one that we've created here and hit OK, and now you'll see we get a little preview for it, and we have the ability to go into the designer. That button has ungrade, and now we also have the ability to edit the data source. The edit data source, what this will allow us to do is this will bring back up that project setup screen, so we can select additional tables to add to this report, or we can go back in and check these options. So if you want to edit an existing report, you can first open up that report and say you want to begin editing a master cut report, but you need to pull in more tables for it. You can select that master cut report, and then when it displays here, you can use the edit data source. And if we go to like Microvellum factory, you can go ahead and reselect the or Microvellum work order. You can go ahead and select more tables that you may need. It's always a good habit to only import the tables that you are going to use for the report. The more tables that you select, the more data it has to import when we are trying to preview the report, and it takes a little bit longer. So the least amount of tables is always the best way, but you always want to make sure that you have all the tables that you need to be able to create the report. So we'll go back and open up our report that we created, and then we'll hit the designer button here, and this will open up our report designer. And this is where we can actually begin editing this report and creating it. So we'll start looking at how to do that in the next lessons.